Hey, what's going on? This is Greg with sportsrehabexpert.com and On Track Physiotherapy in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Today we're going to be discussing the two biggest reasons why I see people develop anterior or front side shoulder pain when they perform rows with dumbbells or the TRX straps in the gym. I see these mistakes all the time, especially in beginners who are starting their programs or individuals who lack just generalized shoulder mobility. But it's a very easy fix if you're focusing on the intent and you work on the coordination of the actual movement pattern itself. So I'm going to throw up a couple videos here of a couple different rowing variations that you commonly see in the gym, and then I'm going to zoom in on a specific mistake that many people make, and that is allowing the shoulder to dip and dump forward, which is going to put a little bit more pressure on that anterior shoulder, more specifically the biceps tendon, as it goes up into the anterior shoulder and eventually up into the labrum at the shoulder. This lack of motion could be from lack of shoulder extension, but many times it's just lack of awareness or ability to be able to retract the scapula in congruency with the shoulder and the elbow moving backwards. More importantly, some individuals have plenty of mobility and actually are super flexible through their shoulder, and they think the intent of the exercise is to always go further, and thus at some point in time, the further you take your elbow back, the shoulder at some moment in time will start dumping forward. And again, the intent of the row is to build strength and muscular endurance and hypertrophy and power and rate of force development. It is not intended to force range of motion past what our joints capacity are capable of doing.
All right, so here's that same video of the row. Again, you'll see how the shoulder dumps forward. That's not the intent of the exercise, to allow the shoulder to dump forward, nor the intent of the exercise is to see how far you can get your elbow up towards the ceiling. A good stopping point for most individuals starting out is even with their torso, so that they can keep the shoulder centered in the socket. Now, eventually, over time, they may be able to express a larger range of motion, keeping the shoulder centered, but the movement is always initiated by the shoulder first. The arm follows, the chest stays proud, and your sternum should always be facing straight down towards the bench, never rotating with the dumbbell for this particular version of a row. See the same problem all the time on the TRX straps. They'll see how far they can jam their elbows backwards behind their body, and that results in the shoulder dipping forward. Again, we want to keep our chest proud, rib cage down, and pull our sternum up towards the TRX straps. So we're going to initiate that at the shoulder. The sternum leads the movement, and again, a good stopping point for most individuals is going to be arms even with the torso. And I see this issue happening at all angles of people performing rows on a TRX strap. So this concept needs to remain the same no matter what angle you perform a row at with the TRX straps. If you are a rehab clinician or strength coach, be sure to check out sportsrehabexpert.com. We have CU courses that give you a sports and orthopedic-like residency without the price tag. Get started with our Sports Rehab Expert Fast Track course today, then move on to our higher level courses, the Full Body Treatment Domination and Human Assessment Mastery course.